Hey guys, Masha here from Masha Plans and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're setting up a travel journal and I'm using a Filofax journal, which is awesome because it's pretty light. You can take the pages out. The paper is pretty good. You can see on the Pentel Touch, kind of ghosted a little bit. And yeah, so I have plenty of dotted paper and some colored dotted paper and I'm ready to dive in. The first page is of course a cover page and I went really simple with this, but actually while I was making this page I realized that I had a different plan in my mind for the cover page and I didn't really like the way this page came out. So I used the fact that in Filofax you can actually take the pages out, and I kind of just did not use this cover page and started doing another one. So this is the actual cover page I went with, and there's going to be a very simple quote here saying it's time for a new adventure, and it really resonates with me this time, especially because we're not just going for a trip, we are actually leaving China. After living here for more than 9 years, we are moving to Bolivia. So it really feels like a huge adventure and I'm quite excited. The next page is a countdown page. I always have one because it really helps you be excited and just brings you a little bit of joy every day before the trip. In this case, I hope it will be also a useful page, because there are plenty of things we have to do before we leave and it always feels like we have a lot of time, but thanks to the countdown we visually can see how many days are actually left, and yeah, time flies. So hey, I guess we better hurry up finishing up all the stuff. That next page is the expenses page, and as you can see I use this little trick with the washi tape for the header. Lately I actually did a blog post about using washi tape in your bullet journal, and it kind of reminded me how amazing washi actually is. So you will see that throughout this setup I'm using much more washi tape than I usually would. If you want to check that post out, I will link it in the description, so don't worry. My travel expenses page is pretty simple. I divided all the expenses in categories, just added a little doodle related to the category, and for things that I'm not really sure yet how much money we'll exactly spend, like for example food or entertainment, I created 2 columns, one with the expected budget and another one with actual budget. That way I kind of have a better understanding of our finances and a better outlook on, you know, what actually happened during the trip. I like to be very careful with the money we spend, and I really think that travel expenses pages are really helpful in keeping track of expenses which is something I really need when I travel because I can go pretty crazy. Okay, next spread is a flight information. So I think it's generally a useful spread for anyone, but it was especially important for us this time because we are doing a transatlantic flight and there are a few changes. There are different air companies. I just wanted to make sure that I have all the flights information in one spread. I decided to put all the flight information in this fun shape of a boarding pass because it's just a perfect place to write your flight information, and it's super easy. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute eventually. So yeah, definitely give it a try next time you're making page with your flight information. The cool thing about it is that because with Filofax you can actually take the pages out if I need it, or if something urgent happens and I can't just be holding my notebook all the time. I can always just take out this page and orient that way. And for space that I had left on the page, I just added a hotel info. Okay, so since our trip this time is very short, it's just 2 days in Mexico and 1 day in Peru, and we're still not sure how we're going to be feeling with this long flight and everything, so we decided not to go with a step-by-step, day-by-day itinerary, and kind of just create a list of things we want to do or things we want to visit in the two places. So that way we kind of going to have some freedom, and we will see when we arrive how we're feeling and whether we're up to some sightseeing or we're like super tired and I don't know, just want to have lunch and a nap. Because like I mentioned, this is not as much about traveling as it is just about taking a few days off after quite stressful time of preparing to leave China. This time it's all about just relaxing and doing whatever makes us feel better. While setting up, I actually misspelled quite a few words in Spanish, which is my bad. I really should have checked it before writing. But yeah, my Spanish is not that good yet, and I'm not very good at writing in Spanish, but I'm doing my best. Just wanted to admit that it's still something at work. And for colors here, I used some Tombow dual brush pens and of course zebra mile liners. And guys, as always, all the supplies I use will be in the description box down below. So if you're curious about anything, just check it down there. So my packing list is a little bit different from what I usually make because we are moving houses, so I'm taking everything with me. I don't think I ever traveled with that much luggage, but yeah, in this case there's just no other choice. So I divided my packing list in two spreads. This side I kind of doodled away my carry-on, my backpack, and it's going to be the list of the documents which I'm taking with me. You can see that I kind of doodled a little bit of the things I will be taking inside my suitcase and my backpack already. Yes, my carry-on is gonna be probably full of my bullet journal supplies, but honestly they're very precious to me and I just want to make sure that all is well. So yeah, I'd rather keep them close. On the other side, it's gonna be just a general list of the things I will be packing in the suitcase. So I'm not really sure that one page is gonna be enough for me this time because I do have to pack my entire life. But thankfully in Filofax I know I always can just add a page right next to this one, so I'm not that worried about it. And I realized that I didn't clarify that, but I did get my Filofax as a PR package. So yeah, just wanted to disclaim that. Next page is things to do before we leave, and we have a lot. So I really just wanted to have a lot of space to write things, so I simply decorated it with travel themed washi tape on the border, and the rest is just gonna be a master list of all the things. I'm thinking of maybe dividing it into 2 parts and write the task on the right and the time when I want it to be finished on the left, but we shall see. Finally, it's time for a daily log. So when you travel, I guarantee you won't have time to set up your dailies in any way. So it's really a good idea to do it in advance, which is what I'm doing right now. So on one side of the page, I'm writing some general information I might need during that day. For example, this is the first day we come, and I'm going to have here some ideas of what to do, useful context for when we come, and just a list of things we should do as soon as we arrive, like organize our pickup for the next day, check out the details of the registration, and a lot of stuff like that. And the other side is left empty. And the other side is for my journaling and just general impressions and memories of the day. If you want to get more ideas on what spreads to use and how to actually create a travel journal, I do have a few blog posts on this topic, and I will link them in the description. I also have a few travel journal themed printables in the resources vault, so make sure to go into description and get your access. If you like Plan With Me videos, I created a special playlist for you, so click right here and I'll see you in the next video. Keep bullet journaling and don't be a blob. Bye!